Okay, my name is Courtney, and for the second part of the video, I'm going to be doing a water enema and also a suppository. Normally, you wouldn't do these two things together, but I'm going to for this video. So first off, I have already, at my nurse's station, I've checked the MAR, the Cardex, and the physician's orders to make sure that I have the right patient, the right time, and the right medications and procedures that I need to do for this patient. So secondly, I'm going to come into the room. I'm going to make sure I have everything set up here. I have the enema, the water enema here, the suppository, a pair of gloves, everything that I need for the patient, all set up and ready for me. So I'm going to go ahead and introduce myself. Hello, Mrs. Brady. I'm going to be doing a water enema today and also a suppository. If you have any questions, feel free to stop me through the procedure. I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to have her repeat her full name and birth date back to me and also check her wristband to make sure that I have the right patient. Then I'm going to go ahead and wash my hands. Make sure that they're fully dry. Wash everything. And I already have my water enema set up here. Normally this would be on a pole so that you can lower or raise it, so you can adjust the flow. Usually for an adult, your water would be about 1,000 cc's. I just have a little bit in here for the validation. And then I also would make sure that I have the correct temperature for the patient. And everything is all set up here for me. So I'm going to go ahead and have all the water bubbles out of the hose and everything ready for me. So I've washed my hands. I'm going to go ahead and put my gloves on. I'm going to go ahead and put my water-soluble pad underneath here so that I don't get the bed wet with the patient. I'm going to have my patient draped so that just the anal area is exposed here. I'm going to have her take slow, deep breaths. Okay, Mrs. Brady, I'm going to go ahead and insert the water enema. You may feel a little bit of discomfort. If it gets too much, just let me know. We'll go ahead and slow down. Take a few deep breaths. I got a little bit of lube here to dip my water enema in so that it goes in comfortably. I'm going to take the top buttocks and spread it open so that I have just the anal area showing. I'm going to go ahead and insert the hosing about 4 inches. If I feel any resistance, I'm going to pull out a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead, I have it in there, I'm going to unclamp so that it goes in. Just take slow, deep breaths for me. If you have any discomfort at all, just let me know. It's going to be a little bit uncomfortable, but if it gets to be too much, let me know. So I can go ahead and raise and lower the bag to adjust the flow. So the flow is done. I'm going to go ahead and clamp the area, or clamp the hose off. I'm going to slowly pull the tube out with my tissue. I'm going to wipe the hose as it comes out and rest it on my water-soluble pad here. I'm going to go ahead and clean up any feces or water that may have leaked during my procedure here. So then I can go like that, and I can roll everything up here into one. I'm not going to throw it all away because I need to use this for the suppository. I'm going to make sure that she is comfortable. I'm going to keep her on her side if possible for about 10 to 15 minutes. And then I'm also going to make sure she's comfortable, give her her call light, tell her to let me know when she has results from the enema so I can document them. Then I'm going to go out of the room. I'm going to go ahead and document that I did it at the specific time. And then I'm going to come back in. Mrs. Brady, did you have any results? If she did, I'm going to go ahead and document the results of the water enema. So that is that part of the video. So then I'm going to go ahead and dispose of my gloves after I take everything off, dispose of my gloves, clean up the area, make sure that she is comfortable. So the second part of the video is going to be part of the same thing. I have my patient here sideline with her top leg bent at an angle. I'm going to have my water-soluble pad here for any discharge that might come out when I'm doing the procedure. So again, I checked the MAR, I've checked the physician's orders, and I've also checked the Cardex to make sure I have everything and it is the right time, the right patient. So I've gone ahead, I've introduced myself already to her, let her know that what we're going to be doing and why we are doing it, and if she has any questions, to feel free to ask. So next I'm going to go ahead, wash my hands. And I have the suppository ready here. Wash my hands. Put on a pair of gloves. And I have my patient side lying again, so I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to take my suppository here. I have my pad under. I have her lying in the right position. So I'm going to explain to her. I'm going to go ahead and lube the suppository, the tapered end of the suppository, and also my index finger so that it is comfortable for the patient. So I have my suppository ready. I'm going to take my non-dominant hand to spread the rectal area, making sure to note the outside of it, make sure that there is no hemorrhoids. Everything looks intact, it's not red or starting to break down. So everything looks good. So I'm going to have my non-dominant hand on the top buttocks, and I'm going to go ahead and insert the suppository about 4 inches up against the rectal wall. So I'm going to pull my finger out, take my gloves off, and if needs be, I'm going to hold her buttocks closed for 15 to 30 seconds to help her retain that suppository. And then I'm going to keep her on her side, laying in the left position, so that can do its work. I'm going to give her a call light, make sure I have a bedpan or a commode, or her call light so she can call me to use the restroom. So I'm going to go ahead, clean up the area, make sure that the rectal area is clean and that she is properly covered. I'm going to go ahead and leave, not the one that had water on it, but a different chuck pad underneath just in case she needs to go before I get there. So I have everything. I have this properly disposed. Everything is cleaned up. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to give her the call light, make sure she rings the call light so that she does have any results from the suppository that I can document it. So I'm going to go back to my cart, document that I gave it and any results to the patient. So that is the water enema and the suppository second part of the video.